Much of the change we've seen this evening has come through leaders being intentional, making active choices, and building a deliberate strategy. They wanted to improve the lives of many people, to speak more about the importance of empowering and supporting people. I'm pleased to welcome to the stage my great friend and philanthropist, Tsitsi Masiyiwa.
Good evening, everybody. Congratulations, Philippa and the Legatum team for giving us an opportunity to celebrate. You know, we hear so much of what is going wrong in the world, but tonight we are celebrating what is going right. And data and facts prove that prosperity is growing, and that's something worth celebrating. I'm a Zimbabwean who has lived here in the UK for the last 10 years. And my family is a family of philanthropists. And we've been involved in philanthropy for the last 22 years. And we work in education, in health, social improvement of livelihoods, and many different areas. But tonight I just want to talk a little bit about the work in health. So in 2008, there was an outbreak of cholera in Zimbabwe. When we heard about it, we quickly got involved. We asked ourselves, what was the best that we could do in a crisis like that? So we invested money in buying medicines, in buying consumables, and providing logistics to get as many people get help as possible. We also were facing a time as a nation when the doctors and the nurses were on strike. So we offered to pay salaries for doctors and for nurses so that they could get back to work and save lives. The work that we did was very effective, extremely, and we were able to save lives. However, it took the government 8 months to declare a crisis. In the meantime, more than 5,000 people had lost their lives and 100,000 people infected, and a community of more than 1 million people traumatized because of what they had seen and experienced. We fast-tracked that into 2018, another outbreak. And this time we had learned lessons. We got involved immediately as we had done before. But the fundamental difference between 2008 and 2018 was we took a long-term view. We had read enough, spoken to experts, and were personally convinced that although we don't play as philanthropists the role of government, we don't have the resources. Neither can we take over the role of the private sector. But what we felt as philanthropists was that we could play a catalytic role in convening the important groups of people, the government, international NGOs, and local communities, to provide a platform where we could declare that we can eliminate cholera in Zimbabwe by the year 2028. So we collectively made a promise that what we are going to do was to work towards cholera elimination within a period of 10 years. It's a big ideal, which was worth taking. But I want to say the journey started. In 2008, we lost 5,000 lives. 2018, it was 64. 100,000 people were infected in 2008. 2018, it was less than 10,000. Some of the critical steps that we've begun to take, which I think are really important and give us confidence that we can eliminate the disease, is we got the government to put a legal framework that would allow us to get engaged on a long-term basis. We established a strong relationship with experts from your World Health Organization and other international organizations to make sure that we would stick in and stay for the long haul. And part of what we've achieved, which I am celebrating today, is in January we'll be opening the first emergency operating center, which allows us to track 5 infectious diseases, including cholera. That will allow communities to get information and be able to take action, get education, to be able to face another crisis should it arise. I'm also excited to say that we didn't have a roadmap which would give us a pathway on how do you eliminate the disease and how do you get to a place where you can have the confidence to say we can eliminate. And we've, again, just been going through a process of building a roadmap that gives clarity on what needs to be done, by who, and by when. So when I look at the index for me, I say it's an opportunity to celebrate what is going right and to say to those, the ones who are at the top, well done, we have something to look up to. But also the index helps us to celebrate even those who are not necessarily doing excellently across the board, but in particular areas. And to the poor performers, that even if there's generally poor performance, there are areas you can identify where a nation, in a very dignified way, can have an opportunity to begin to think about what it can do to lift its people, nation out of poverty. So with those few words, I want to say thank you very much and congratulations, Philippa.